Hey, what's up guys out there in YouTube land? This is Robert Hamm with RobertHammPhotography.com. Catch me over at Twitter at RobHammPhoto. Hey, I've got a wedding I'm going to today and I thought you'd like to kind of come with me while I pack my gear bag. I'm going to be bringing along my Olympus OMD EM5, the twin set that I've got with the EM10 today for this photo, for this wedding. I'm pairing my lenses pretty specifically here too. I've got the weather sealed EM5 body, I've got the weather sealed f2.8 Pro lens, 12 to 40, which is like a 24 to 80 millimeter and 35 millimeter equivalent. This camera is going to be my workhorse today, getting a wide variety of shots within those ranges. I'm also going to be pairing this Olympus EM10 with the 45 millimeter f1.8 by Olympus. Now it's not on there right now, but I'll put it on there in a minute. Moving forward so that I can go and shoot and have really nice consistency where I use a two-body setup, I'll be popping along the battery grip for the EM5. Now the EM10 has a grip, but it's not a battery grip. So it gives you a little bit more stability and a little bit more substance, but it doesn't particularly give you any more juice, but that's okay. So the grip is right here. I like the grip. The grip's a bit fiddly. The biggest thing for me is just a little bit of a larger size balance. I don't particularly mind these control dials too much, but I usually keep it in the locked or off position because this shutter button down here always ends up getting pressed. Look at its position. See, it's right there. So when I'm holding it in landscape mode, boom, boom, pinky hits it. Or if it's not locked, you end up changing some kind of aperture or ISO or shutter speed, whatever you've got this set to. So it's particularly finicky in that way, fiddly, it irritates me, so I just leave it be. I don't even mess with it. The grip is weather sealed, much to the same extent that the EM5 is weather sealed. And when you pair the two together, you have a really, really, really nice set that, it's kind of hard in talking today, there we go. Have a nice set that allows for pretty much all weather condition shooting. I've shot with this in the rain. I've never submerged it. Look, just because your camera says that it's weatherproof, don't be the guy out there that submerges it. Just take it for what it is. If you're out shooting in the rain, don't particularly worry too much about it and keep shooting. If it's a torrential rain, maybe you would want to start thinking. Let me turn this on and give it a full check around, make sure that everything's good to go. Nice, beautiful viewfinder. There you see me. That's my ND filter that's on there right now. And, of course, a Hoya NXT ND filter. So this is going to be the camera that does the bulk of my work today. And because of that, it's going to be the camera that's on my favorite sling strap. Let me go ahead and tell you about this. Guys, if you're professional photographers out there, if you're claiming to be a professional photographer, if you are shooting a wedding, period, you need two things. You need business cards and you need advertisement. So why not get yourself a nice Joby strap? This is a professional string strap, and whenever I go anywhere, this is the strap or one of the straps I take with my camera. So when I'm out and about shooting, it's RobertHammPhotography.com. And I've got a lot of business because people have seen that. They've pulled me up on their phone while I've been out at the beach with my kiddos, and then they come over to me and say, hey, sorry to interrupt, but are you this guy? I'll say, yeah, I am. How can I help you? And they'll tell me about a portrait shoot or something that they want. So guys, there's a pro tip. I want you to use that one wisely. Of course, today, I'm putting everything in my handy-dandy backpack. This backpack right here is a pullover from my Sony shooting, but it's just so expandable that I keep using it. So as we look, and you can kind of see, it's got nice pockets. It's all set up. I set this up specifically for my EM5, and we're putting this guy in here right now. And once we go down, boom. In there nice, My other pocket right here is for my EM10. Let's go ahead and change the lens on the EM10. The lens that that will go on this camera today is the 45 millimeter f1.8 fixed aperture fast prime by Olympus. It has a 90 mil equivalent in 35 millimeter format. Remember, micro four thirds has a 2x crop factor for those of you that care. The lens, first of all, they're about the same size, the standard kit lens that comes with the EM10, which is a nice lens too, by the way. But this lens provides that really amazing depth of field. One of the big concerns is, hey, if I'm shooting micro four thirds, I can't get that really, really, really shallow depth of field. I'm here to tell you, that is a misconception. Your depth of field will be different, but when you're shooting with something like this f1.8 at 90 millimeters and a 35 millimeter equivalent, the depth the telephoto of the 90 is such a compressed telephoto. You know, when we zoom in, we flatten images. When we zoom out, we broaden and give them depth and perspective. That's why landscape photography is usually wide angle, right? So here, the compression that a 90mm equivalent lens has, along with a fast aperture of f1.8, allows it to really produce some creamy bokeh effects. And that's one of the things that I really enjoy about this lens. Now I gotta think, where exactly is my strap? Obviously shooting with a 2-lens setup, the strap's gotta go on. And this bugs me the most. I don't particularly like the strap. I just need to get another Joby strap like I showed you a second ago that's got my information on it. And here we go. Hey guys, I'm back. I took a second to go ahead and put that strap on. The strap's on over here, and we're gonna just continue. Let's get this right in there. Let's see. Fits in there real nicely. Yeah, so far, retail value of the kit is up there. Pretty good. You figure 8 and 12, and I bought it 16, 20, so these cameras can get expensive. You could actually, pro tip, you can get an EM5 right now, direct from Olympus for around $7.99. When I got mine, originally they go for $12.99. Now the EM1 takes that body. Now I guess, anyways, the point that I'm trying to make is, if you've got $700 to spare, or you want to buy a refurbished one for around $550 from Olympus direct, factory refurbished, go over there. You're going to absolutely love the EM5. Great. And I think I'd get the EM5 over the EM10 for the weather sealing, but I like both of them because the EM10 has some really advanced Wi-Fi features that I use at weddings when I put on my wide-angle fisheye, set it up on a Joby Gorilla Pod somewhere I can find above, and then I'm just clicking, allow it to, when I say clicking, I'm talking about the camera connects to my phone via Wi-Fi, and I'm able to have a live view of what's displaying from the camera sensor, no matter where it is, as long as I'm within range, and I can click images. So I've got a second perspective, and that's what that allows me to do, which is really nice. I'm taking on a full complement of Yongnuo 560 Series 2 speed lights. I've actually got a brand new 6 Series 4 speed lights coming in. These are going to provide the main power for any lighting that I've got, but these will provide the power as off-camera lighting, and I've got some Cowboy Studio MPT-04s that I can use to trigger. The light that's going to be on my Olympus EM5 is actually the FL600R. Notice it's substantially smaller. Well, if you didn't see that, I'll pull it out. The Micro Four Thirds, one of the ideas was smaller, lighter, more easy to use. The reality is, by the time you start putting grips up there, the cost gets into kind of the same price as like full frame or really nice APS-C DSLRs, and so and the size and the weight get back up there too. So if the original reason for mirrorless was, hey, we're gonna have really small cameras and easy and pocketable, but once the sensor technology started to get up there on par with other APS-C size sensors, then we just started, people started going all over the walls for them. They wanted all the accessories and gear too. I'm one of those people. I like shooting what works for me, and so what works for me is right now is the Olympus. I've also got the XT1 on the way. I can't wait to do a review when that comes in. So now that we've got that done, we do need to put a battery. Guys, sorry. Talking got me skipping. We've got to put a battery inside of here. I've got the grip on this camera. The cool part about the grip is it gives me some extra heft to grab, but you've got to take it off in order to put the battery in. So the battery going in, boom, wrong way. Locked in, grip on. Oh yeah, nice. Looking good. Okay. The last thing I'll do just before I get there and begin the shoot, I always arrive early, and I arrive early in order to make sure that I can calibrate my cameras. So I calibrate the cameras on site for time and date, so they all have the same time and date stamp, as well as I then go by and do an easy color calibration. The nice part is that because they're both Olympus cameras, and although their sensors are different, the algorithms are very similar, so I'm able to pretty easily calibrate the LCD screens from what I'm seeing to what I'm seeing, as well as look at images and kind of calibrate off of them. I use some things that are going to help me calibrate. I always talk about this. I want to make sure that I don't miss it. Is the Gary Fong light sphere. If you didn't know, we don't need that. The light sphere is instrumental for me capturing really great soft light indoors. Now, I can't express enough to you how important that this is. If I could give up all of my camera gear, not the cameras and the flashes, but if I had to pick one piece of kit to take with me, whether it be a monopod, a tripod, a light sphere, white balance cards, flash, off-camera flash triggers, you know, stuff like that, anything, you know, video lights, umbrellas, it would be this. It would be this, the light sphere. It's very versatile, helps get me soft, flat, even light, pretty much in, actually not even pretty much, in every situation. Doesn't require really a lot of knowledge to use it, which is good. So the learning curve is really, really soft. It's easy to get into, and it provides great light. Gary Fong talks about this a lot. I'm telling you, I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it so much so that, in fact, I don't put in a bunch, lighting a room for like a dark reception can get tricky. And so instead of putting in a whole bunch of like sun guns and different things like that, I've got 4 NPTO4s, or excuse me, I got 4 YN560 Series 4s flash guns that I use. I have NTPO4 triggers. I've got the Series 4 560 Series 4 coming in that have all the wireless built into it, so it'll be easier. But on all of those flash units, I have a Gary Fong light sphere. That should tell you something. Small, discreet, easy to place and set up, provides a beautiful light source. And with manual control over your flash, then you can intensify your light as you want. But the most important modification is the light sphere, because it gives it a softer light. Look, I usually spend about 30% of my time whenever I do a what's in my bag talking about the light sphere. And that should tell you how important it is to me in my gear bag. I really, really love it. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it for right now. The only other thing that, you know, the standard kind of traditional, I'm going to take a nice monopod. I use a Sunpack monopod. I like it because it telescopes open and it doesn't have anything on there. And I use that only in a lower light situation, just because I like the stability. And yeah, that's it. So I really hope that you enjoyed. Now that I'm thinking about it, getting ready to go. We're kind of packed up right here. Head on out, grab something to eat, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Guys, keep shooting. I'll see you soon.